Coming up on Sagebrush Soul.
Kenny's done some awesome videos on his channel.
After checking out the petroglyphs in our last video, we head south to Oatman, Arizona. We'll pass through 4 states today, crossing in and out of Arizona twice before reaching our final destination in Arizona. Just a little outside of Oatman, we see our first wild burros. Looks like that burro gets a kick out of being an ass. I'll start off with a little tip for you about Oatman. If you find a parking spot on the main drag in town, it doesn't mean it's your lucky day. Savvy travelers park in this area off of historic Route 66 to avoid tore-off mirrors and half-eaten convertible interiors from the curious wild burros. We perused the town by walking the length of it and made mental notes of where we wanted to stop on the way back. Our first stop was the old Oatman Theater building, now the Hideout gift shop, where we met Pamela, aka
the burro bitch, the donkey whisperer, or the ass lady.
Alright, so make sure you come and see her
Changes
here.
5,
She
10.
filled us in on the names of the more prominent residents of Oatman. Here we have Annabelle, Hazel, and Hank. Then Grandma and Nikki bellied up to the bar. Young Hank tries to use his cuteness to get away with things the older donkeys can't. Pamela tried to get him to do a trick, but he wasn't having it.
No, you'd rather just suck on my toes. What? Yeah, high five. Give it a stretch.
Then Maddie gave it a try.
Whoa. Yeah, scoot more towards his head.
My mom.
Hank said no.
We're cool. I gave you snacks. Yeah.
Hi, Hank. Oatman is named after the Oatman family that settled nearby. Olive Oatman is the most notable member of the Oatman family. She was abducted by Apache Indians, then sold to the Mojave, and eventually returned. If you like the A&E series Hell on Wheels, the character Eva is very loosely based on Olive Oatman. We checked out the historic Oatman Hotel, and it's the oldest 2-story adobe building in Arizona. The hotel is said to have a friendly ghost frequently sighted on the staircase. Maddie struck a pose to see if she could have her own encounter. On the second floor, you can look into the room where Clark Gable and Carol Lombard spent their honeymoon. There's no shortage of burro-related puns around town. But one shop stood out with some mining innuendo. Back behind the buildings, there's a mining exhibit of sorts. It's a little quirky, but there is some authentic mining equipment and you can get a feeling of what it was like to walk in a gold mine. Overall, Oatman is pretty touristy, but there's plenty of shopping and I was pleasantly surprised at the prices of the goods. Leaving Oatman, we head for Lake Havasu City through Needles, California. Even though these spires are on the Arizona side, they are the city's namesake. We finally arrive in Havasu. After we checked into our hotel and had a nice dinner, we decided to go check out the bridge at night. The crew had already arrived, and after a long day of working on the track, they were making good use of the pole. And Andy learned a new trick. Next morning, we headed out to go look at the London Bridge in the daylight. Looks like there's a monster truck show in town. Now, like most people, I knew the bridge was purchased by Robert McCulloch in 1968, dismantled, shipped, and reassembled in Lake Havasu City. But I did not know the bridge was assembled first, then the channel was dug out after the restoration was complete. We're in Havasu just as the busy season was ending, so we pretty well had it to ourselves. I'm told that many of the bricks have been replaced over the years, but you can still see some bricks with the reference marks they used to reassemble it. Our show this weekend is at Havasu 95 Speedway, but before going there, we went to the lake and discovered these cool miniature lighthouses, mostly replicas of the ones on the Great Lakes. Then we went to check out Havasu 95 Speedway and check in with the crew. Andy was already dialing in the sound, and Spencer, Curtis, and Anthony were coming up with some creative ways to build a monster truck track out of the dry Arizona soil. While we're here doing the show, Skylar and Brittany are in St. Louis with the Zombie Rampage bus, so let's go check in with them.
Hi guys, Brittany here with Little Productions, the Zombie Rampage, and Sagebrush Soul. We are here in St. Louis at the Trans World Trade Show selling the Zombie Rampage 8-ball monster truck bus. Kenny's done some awesome videos on his channel that tell you all about behind the scenes and things like that, but I wanted to just give you a quick little tour of the bus. We are in booth 2109. If anyone happens to be here, come say hi. I'm gonna walk right up the stairs here. Here is the inside and all the glory. Paintball guns, where the magic happens. Huge shout out to everyone in Lake Havasu City producing our Monster Truck Insanity Tour event. We love you all and miss you so much. Thank you.
Aw, thanks, Brittany. With it being our final night to relax, we ate at Burgers by the Bridge, and it was fantastic. On our way back to the truck, we got to see our naming lights. Maddie's primary responsibility this weekend was to manage the merch and the tickets, so we spent most of the day at the track, and I hung out while she worked. This is our first time in Lake Havasu City. This is monumental for Live a Little Productions because we've never sold out a show before the gates opened, let alone two. And we put our best foot forward with this lineup for the good people of Havasu. Mike Christensen and Vendetta were very instrumental in getting us to Havasu, and he is the reigning toughest monster truck in the nation. Mike's brother Paul Jensen has resurrected the famed Don Frankish Jurassic Attack body. We've also got Wally Turner and Sniper, Ranger Joe Cipher and Marauder, and last but not least, Aaron Basil and Devastator. Aaron and his twin brother Darren bought this truck from Mark Schrader and are keeping the name alive. This is pretty much the truck's hometown show. Now before you go writing hate mail, I know the truck was actually born in Wisconsin, but Mark lives in Havasu now, so technically I'm right. We also have our favorite mini monsters, Corbin Shockey and High Risk, and Mason Mentor and Moorhead. Other than our usual Rockstar track crew, our showrunner this weekend is Caden Barry standing in for Skyler. These photos I stole from his Facebook page should tell you he's kind of a big deal. Keep watching, there will be more to come about him in the future. I wasn't able to film any of the show, but if you want to see the Monster Truck Insanity Tour, go to livealittleproductions.com for our full schedule and tickets. My name's Kenny, this is Sagebrush Soul, and may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Work your ears up. There you go.